Hey everyone, we're not going to start for a few minutes right at 7, so we still have people checking in. So if y'all want to keep talking amongst yourselves, you're fine. It got very quiet. I walked up here just to move a box, and it was like the power of the podium and the stage. So please feel free, keep chatting, meet a friend, and I'll be back up here in just a few moments. Good evening. We're going to get started for real this time. Good evening, everyone. My name is Paige Acker, and I serve as the Director of University Programs in the Division of Student Life. I'm honored to be here with you tonight to celebrate our students. As a UA graduate, current doctoral student, adjunct instructor, and staff member, if you can't tell, I really love the university, I get to see firsthand the impact that our students make on those around them. As I'm sure you know all too well, the students in this room and their peers are leaving their mark on our campus, our community, and our world. To the friends and family supporting our graduates tonight, I want to take a moment to celebrate you. Your support and encouragement have helped pave the way for their success. This celebration is a culmination of all of their hard work, but also the communities and the families who have held them during their time at UA. To the students that we're honoring tonight, individuals sometimes think that you need a title, win a championship, or be at the top of the class to be a legend. But I have no doubt that all of you are leaving your mark on the University of Alabama community through the relationships with your peers, academic success that you've shown your faculty, and memories you've made through your involvement and service to your community. You may have heard the saying before that we sit in the shade of trees we did not plant. May tonight be a reminder that the seeds you've planted during your time at the capstone will have an impact on generations of students to come. Will everyone please rise for the national anthem and the presenting of the colors and state flag by the University of Alabama Air Force ROTC. Thank you. You may be seated. At some institutions of higher learning, getting a class ring typically involves the exciting sum total of ordering it, paying for it, receiving it in the mail, or picking it up. That's it. You put it on, you graduate, and you go home. But not at the University of Alabama. Students or alumni who order class rings have the option to receive the ring in a special ceremony held each spring, which is why we're all here tonight. The UA Ring Tradition and Ceremony features the university's president, other administrators, along with the ROTC programs and UAPD. And this tradition begins at Denny Chimes. So we're going to take a look at a little bit of how it started last night. The Soup Store, also known as the University Supply Store, is proud to continue the UA tradition of the official ring ceremony. Rings presented at this ceremony, as you've seen, will have spent 24 hours in Denny Chimes, our beloved campus landmark erected in 1929 as a symbol of Alabama's first university. Rings were placed in Denny Chimes last night at 6:31 p.m. by the UA Army ROTC. 631 relates to 1831 in military time, the year the university was founded. The University of Alabama Police Department stood guard of these rings during their stay in Denny Chimes. The official ring is a time-honored tradition commemorating the university's history, stories, symbols, and universally relevant to Alabama graduates. Rings are reserved exclusively for students who have completed at least 60 credit hours in good standing or those earning a master's degree or higher. The official class ring marks this academic milestone, and this ring ceremony provides students and their guests with the opportunity to celebrate this achievement. Denny Chimes is not just another landmark, it is the icon of the University of Alabama. Denny Chimes, dedicated on May 27, 1929, is the bell tower that stands on the south side of the quad along University Boulevard. The idea of erecting a bell tower on the University of Alabama campus was initially suggested in 1919. It was pre-visioned as a war memorial for those who fought in World War I. But due to lack of funding for its construction, the project never materialized. In 1928, the project was once again envisioned for our campus. Since the school's funds were still low at the time, the students had to raise the money themselves. The students decided to make a fund drive. According to the 1928 issue of the Crimson White student newspaper, every student was expected to contribute $1, making the quota for the initial drive $3,000. We'd probably raise a little bit more today if everybody had $1. The amount was said to be sufficient for the immediate start on the work of Denny Chimes, and contributions were received by class roll call on December 18th of that year. The landmark was named in honor of George H. Denny, president of the university from 1912 to 1936, and again in 1941. So as you can see, it means a lot to our campus and to many of the students for these rings to have spent time there. Will everyone please stand as the rings make their way to the stage? Thank you. You may be seated. Dr. Stephen Hood, our Vice President of Student Life, is going to share with us about the history of the rings and the anatomy of the UA official class ring. Dr. Stephen Hood has over 20 years of experience in student affairs with over a decade at the University of Alabama. After earning his bachelor's in business administration from the University of West Alabama, he began his professional higher education career at Samford University in Birmingham, where he served as a residence life area coordinator while earning his master's in public administration from Troy University. He then led as Director in Housing and Residential Life at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, where he was appointed Assistant Vice Chancellor for Student Housing. Shortly after completing his Doctor of Education in Learning and Leadership from UTC, he joined the University of Alabama as Executive Director of Housing and Residential Communities in 2011. In his time at UA, he has served in various roles, providing direct leadership and oversight to every functional area in the Division of Student Life at some point. In June 2023, he was named Vice President for the division, and in this role, he has provided strategic leadership to enhance and improve the support, community, and learning opportunity available to UA students. He and his wife, Tiffany, have been married 28 years and have 3 daughters. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Hood to the stage.
Good evening. People wear rings for a variety of reasons. They may symbolize events, moments in time, feelings, or we may simply think they are pretty. The college class ring, however, stands as one's unique accomplishment during university years and embodies a lifelong connection between a person, their classmates, and their university. The basis of the class ring dates back to the Egyptians, who felt scarab rings promised eternal life. Roman soldiers felt their rings would bring them victory. Likewise, college rings have a long and rich tradition. They first appeared in 1835, and they were worn by the cadets at the U.S. Military Academy. These first college rings had a very strange design. A book with a sword driven through it to illustrate a class's contempt for their studies. Sorry, Dr. Bell. Later, these rings were replaced by gold signet ones with the years of graduation and the school insignia engraved on them. During World War II, college rings came into fashion all over the country. And after the war, most American universities picked up the tradition, and it has making the class ring a mainstay in American culture. Of course, you may create your own unique college class ring by engraving your personal information into the inside of it. However, the ring I am about to describe to you and is displayed on the screen to my right is the university's official class ring. The top of the traditional style ring displays the Alabama A in gold on a crimson stone. Around the stone is the university's name and founding year, 1831, is spelled out on the crown. Repeated around the crown is Crimson Tide, serving to remind you not only of the UA team spirit, but that you are a part of the Crimson Tide family. The left side depicts Campanelli Carillon, Denny chimes that ring on the quarter hour on the UA quad. Pictured below the chimes is the UA beloved mascot, Big Al. The right side depicts a detail from the 1905 rendering of the university's original seal. This seal is typically reserved to denote recognition of achievement. The figure in the center of the seal is Minerva, the goddess of wisdom. And the graduation year and degree is customized to the recipient. Now that you know about your ring and its history, you also need to know the proper manner of wearing your ring. Tradition holds that the class ring is worn on the right hand, the third finger, because the knights felt it gave them double strength and good luck, with the insignia facing the wearer when the arm of the ring is outstretched. So to our students tonight who are receiving this ring, congratulations. Whether you are crossing the stage in the next 30 days or in a near future semester, we are happy for you, and again, share in this momentous occasion. Roll Tide.
So now time for, why we're all here. It's time for the students to start receiving their rings. President Stuart Bell will be joining us on stage to congratulate the students. Dr. Stuart R. Bell became the 29th president of the University of Alabama on June 18, 2015. He previously served the capstone for 16 years as a faculty member and then department head of mechanical engineering. Prior to becoming UA's president, Dr. Bell was executive vice president and provost at Louisiana State University and served as both the chief academic officer and the chief operating officer. Before his time at LSU, Dr. Bell served at the University of Kansas as the dean for the School of Engineering. With research concentrations in combustion engines, Dr. Bell has expertise in fuels for engines, innovative engine designs, and modeling of engine and engine processes. He founded and directed UA's Center for Advanced Vehicle Technologies and was also inducted as an Engineering Department Fellow by UA's Department of Mechanical Engineering. He also earned several teaching, research, and leadership awards for his previous roles as a faculty member and leader in engineering at both UA and his alma mater, Texas A&M. He currently serves as the president of the SEC Executive Committee. An Abilene, Texas native, Dr. Bell earned a degree in nuclear engineering from Texas A&M in 1979. He earned his master's and doctoral degrees in mechanical engineering from the same university in 1981 and 1986, respectively. Dr. Bell and his wife, Susan, are the proud parents of 3 adult children, Stuart, Stacy, and Stephen, 3 granddaughters, and 3 grandsons. And also our first president to ever take us to the Final Four. So I'm very excited for that as well. Please help me in welcoming Dr. President Bell to the stage. Students, please wait to put your ring on your finger until the end of the ceremony so everyone can put their rings on at the same time. Tonight's ceremony is one of celebration, and it is really important to all of us that each student gets their moment. We will hold all applause until the end, and as you can see, we have quite a few students here tonight, and it's really important to me that I pronounce their names correctly. If I get it wrong, you tap me on the shoulder and we'll do it again so that the families that are here, we can get the video. I just appreciate your attention as we celebrate all of our students. So we'll get started. Layla Aragi, Enterprise, Alabama. Parker Barnett, Dallas, Georgia. Ross Bozeman, Winfield, Alabama. Taylor Arduino, Framingham, Massachusetts. Joshua Argo, Prattville, Alabama. Catherine Argo, Prattville, Alabama. Brianna Abrams, Pace, Florida. Alastair Bebbington, Newark, Delaware. Augustus Barnett, Daphne, Alabama. Justin Bennett, Ocean City, Maryland. Ben Brunson, Winsboro, Texas. David Addis, Clarksville, Georgia. Alexandra Barker, Gastonia, North Carolina. Ashley Angelo Sitko, Sunnyvale, California. Zen Blackburn, Mansfield, Texas. Kaylee Anders, Lucedale, Mississippi. Jordan Bozarge, Pass Christian, Mississippi. Ashley Connors, Standish, Maine. Taryn Crone, Millersville, Maryland. Matthew Burcham, Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Calvin Booth, Atlanta, Georgia. Gracie Burgess, Cape Coral, Florida. Keely Campbell, Dallas, Texas. Ryan Bailey, Abbott, Texas. Hayden Clark, Coppell, Texas. Trevor Burton, New Market, Alabama. Mason Bigham, League City, Texas. Philip Belcaire, Alpharetta, Georgia. Gianna Butler, Huntsville, Texas. Savannah Colvin, Buena Vista, Georgia. Jackie Bevel, Munster, Indiana. Lamont Christian, Fort Gaines, Georgia. Kylan Coleman, Birmingham, Alabama. Tamia Cameron, Hoover, Alabama. Alexander Chang, Madison, Alabama. Meredith Cowart, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Leanne Cook, Houston, Texas. Riley Callahan, West Union, South Carolina. Gabby Coughlin, Prattville, Alabama. Bailey Boyes, Fairhope, Alabama. Clara Blevins, Cerverna Park, Maryland. Chris Campisi, Birmingham, Alabama. Carter Clough, Johns Creek, Georgia. Megan Everhart, Bel Air, Maryland. Abigail Ellis, Wadsworth, Ohio. Josh Dickinson, Waterford, Michigan. Malia Elliott, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Clayton Dobry, Gulf Breeze, Florida. Jackson Day, Athens, Alabama. Dallas Evett, Fort Worth, Texas. Jake Davis, Beaverton, Oregon. Kaylee Christmas, Davidson, North Carolina. Wyatt Eichholtz, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Jackson Eubank, Mountain Brook, Alabama. Reagan Dougherty, Colorado Springs, Colorado. Megan Mulcahy, Dallas, Texas. Madison Dupree, Panama City, Florida. Emma Grace Dennis, San Antonio, Texas. Sophia DeSantis, Austin, Texas. Shannon Gargiulo, Westfield, New Jersey. Beatriz Garcia, Miami, Florida. Antonio Fox, Harker Heights, Texas. Matthew Freiler, Ackworth, Georgia. Hannah Greer, Prattville, Alabama. Rachel Fields, South Haven, Mississippi. Bradley Fuller, Alexandria City, Alabama. Alexander, we're gonna do that again. I'm sorry, Bradley. Hold on one second, Bradley, let me get this right. We're gonna get this right, come on back. Bradley Fuller, Alexander City, Alabama. I wanna make sure we got that. There we go, thank you. Stephanie had me. Stephanie Forbes, Alexander City, Alabama. There we go. Joseph Groger, Huntsville, Alabama. Angel Garcia, Aurora, Illinois. Elizabeth Godfrey, Huntsville, Alabama. Connor Garrett, Rogersville, Alabama. Charles Fowler, Richmond, Virginia. Natalie Groth, West Des Moines, Iowa. Got it. May Farmer, Fishers, Indiana. Jaden Garcia, Alice, Texas. Dylan Gardner, Oxford, Alabama. Noel Jones, Gordo, Alabama. Emma Hill, Hoover, Alabama. Haley Jackson, Wetumpka, Alabama. Brianna Hammond, Oakland, California. Garrett Hogan, Hoover, Alabama. Hayden Hutchinson, Orange Beach, Alabama. Aiden Haran, Howell, New Jersey. Marshall Johnston, Milledgeville, Georgia. Wesley Junkins, Gordo, Alabama. Sydney Hayes, Burleson, Texas. Ethan Hall, Phil Campbell, Alabama. Katie Harrison, Chunchula, Alabama. Michael Harris, Selma, Alabama. Lily Hodges, San Antonio, Texas. Aniston Hart, Navarre, Florida. Quinn Hedden II, Huntsville, Alabama. Delaney Johnston, Huntsville, Alabama. Tiandra Jackson, Killen, Texas. Brenna Holmes, Tig, Texas. Denise Hurst, Piperton, Tennessee. Rachel Knight, Catherine, Alabama. Derek Jones Jr., Virginia Beach, Virginia. Alexander Calhouri, Huntsville, Alabama. Sam Light, Huntsville, Alabama. Brennan Krebs, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Ruby Leeser, Sugar Hill, Georgia. Amanda Corey, Huntersville, North Carolina. Jordan Kramer, Islip Terrace, New York. Christopher Long, North Andover, Massachusetts. Mary Leahy, Bloomington, Illinois. Elena Kelly, Winfield, Alabama. Danny Lester, Marbury, Alabama. Jane Lipsett, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Aiden Koss, Sarasota, Florida. Caroline Keith, Hoover, Alabama. Parker Lindmark, Cincinnati, Ohio. Sean Corey, Los Angeles, California. Robert Lomer, Westwood, New Jersey. Mallory McLaughlin, Deatsville, Alabama. Preston Maisie, Lexington, South Carolina. Joseph Marshall, Daphne, Alabama. Nicholas Lowry, Alabaster, Alabama. Jenna Laughlin, Cypress, Texas. Joel McNutt, Pell City, Alabama. Ashley Mahana, McClinney, Florida. Mary Elizabeth Martin, Gastonia, North Carolina. Faith Morrissey, Flower Mound, Texas. Ashley McGrath, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Lauren Miller, Dallas, Texas. Peyton Mullenix, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Emily Miner, Winter Garden, Florida. Lauren Mitchick, Sterling, Colorado. Sam Mabry, Nashville, Tennessee. Emma Martin, Slocum, Alabama. Ricky McAdams, Millbrook, Alabama. Brad Marks, Mayville, Wisconsin. Evan Narvaez, Houston, Texas. Kyler Mahaney, Prince George, Virginia. Amanda Moreno, Dallas, Texas. Grace Notbush, Clarendon Hills, Illinois. Macy Montgomery, Florence, Alabama. Maven Navarro, Waxahachie, Texas. Madison Ott, Savannah, Georgia. Alexander Owens, West Point, New York. Ashley Melroy, Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Gabriela Neves, Nokomis, Florida. Elizabeth O'Donnell, Westchester, New York. Jenna McNair, Round Rock, Texas. Julia Mamana, nope. Julia Mamana, Silver Spring, Maryland. Anna Motherwell, Atlanta, Georgia. Adrian Nally, Alabaster, Alabama. Jillian Nance, Madison, Alabama. Kelly Paris, Madison, Alabama. Erica Peterson, Placentia, California. Addison Parker, Canal, Winchester, Ohio. Kylene Patrick, Huntsville, Alabama. Baylor Pascal, Huntsville, Alabama. Ella Smiley, Daytona Beach, Florida. Brandon Pryor, Long Island, New York. Christopher Stevens, Dallas, Texas. Rachel Preby, Vestavia Hills, Alabama. Marissa Pasco, Homer Glen, Illinois. Peyton Patrick, Gadsden, Alabama. Connor Phelps, New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Aaliyah Smith, Slapout, Alabama. Amelia Stevens, Harvest, Alabama. Lillian Saab, Omaha, Nebraska. Ian Seals, Dothan, Alabama. Olivia Smith, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Katie Rathert, Hendersonville, Tennessee. Brady Smith, Fort Worth, Texas. Sophia Roboyne, Mooresville, North Carolina. Audrey Sams, Lexington, Kentucky. Paige Steffenhagen, White House Station, New Jersey. Ashlyn Suter, El Dorado Hills, California. Jaden Raza, Huntington Beach, California. Sydney Stewart, Birmingham, Alabama. William Scanlon, Daphne, Alabama. Victoria Ray, Montgomery, Texas. Brady Shellnut, Chelsea, Alabama. Miranda Stubbs, Georgetown, Texas. Hannah Stidham, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Charlotte Robbins, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Caroline Sickle, Alpharetta, Georgia. Julia Rowland, Huntsville, Alabama. Braden Spiesel, Discovery Bay, California. Grant Roberts, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Justin Singleton, West Blockton, Alabama. Cade Stockstill, Katy, Texas. Brian Shaka, San Diego, California. John Richardson, Birmingham, Alabama. Hunter Reynolds, Birmingham, Alabama. Jacob Rigger, Hoax Bluff, Alabama. Josh Sellers, Bel Air, Maryland. Jared Rendon, Chino Hills, California. Creel Richardson, Birmingham, Alabama. Sterling Scott, Atlanta, Georgia. William Spradlin, Alpharetta, Georgia. Michaela Sebi, Geneva, Illinois. Sasha Socek, Dallas, Texas. Willow Stanford Kosowski, Mason, Ohio. Shay Shockley, Shreveport, Louisiana. Maggie Rolsema, Citra, Florida. Ryan Simmons, Alpharetta, Georgia. Bree Smith, Buford, Georgia. Rachel Stepp, Stafford, Virginia. Jay Sorkin, Chicago, Illinois. Skylar Robinson, Orange Beach, Alabama. Natalie Teat, Cedar Bluff, Alabama. Megan Tankersley, Sylacauga, Alabama. Kenzie Vaughn, Fairfield, Illinois. Tori Stenser, West Palm Beach, Florida. Emily Weil, Naperville, Illinois. Noelle Werner, Mumford, Tennessee. Michael Rook, Collierville, Tennessee. Case Webb, Millport, Alabama. Alyssa Thompson, Huntsville, Alabama. Bailey Walker, Birmingham, Alabama. Rebecca Wood, Madison, Alabama. Avery Tucker, Huntsville, Alabama. Madison Voida, Marietta, Georgia. Madison Tyler, Mobile, Alabama. Christian Williams, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Braden Wall, Lake St. Louis, Missouri. Sebastian Weber, Huntsville, Alabama. Benjamin Williams, Phil Campbell, Alabama. Keziah Vela, San Antonio, Texas. Livy Thomas, Fort Mill, South Carolina. Corinne Thomas, Henderson, Nevada. Catherine Wally, The Woodlands, Texas. Joshua Zakoyan, Crystal Lake, Illinois. Jordan Wooten, Olive Branch, Mississippi. Catherine Vesely, Valparaiso, Indiana. Caitlin Vachon, Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Ariel White, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Trey Turner, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Kylie Wagner, Bel Air, Maryland. Dylan Vigil, Huntsville, Alabama. Ryan Went, Willis, Texas. Dalton Wiley, Coling, Alabama. Alexander Wieringa, Oak Park, California. Before we applaud, we do have one more ring this evening honoring Dr. Charles L. Banks, Jr. Dr. Sabrina Jackson, Associate Professor and Associate Dean of Educational Programs and Student Services in the School of Social Work, will be accepting the ring in his honor. Charles Bank Jr. was born in Flint, Michigan. He received his Bachelor of Social Work from the University of Michigan, Flint, and a Master of Social Work from the University of Michigan. He was a licensed Master Social Worker and a certified advanced alcohol and drug counselor. Charles was drawn to the social work profession because it aligned with his innate desire to help others. He was employed as a clinical social worker with the Veterans Health Administration in Ann Arbor, Michigan, when he enrolled in the DSW program at UA in 2021. Charles's capstone project was entitled Integrating Faith and Evidence-Based Strategies to Combat Opioid Overdoses in African American Communities, a pseudo-educational approach. This capstone explored the efficacy of leveraging faith-based organizations as platforms for psychoeducational interventions aimed at reducing opioid overdoses within the African American communities. This study aimed to not only assess the potential of such interventions in decreasing opioid overdose rates, but also to contribute to the broader field of social work by integrating community services with effective substance abuse interventions. Charles passed away just before completing his capstone defense. He was admired by his peers, faculty, and staff for his tenacity to fight through adversity and his passion for learning. He loved the University of Alabama's School of Social Work, especially his DSW cohort. He leaves a legacy that includes his amazing wife of 26 years, Dana, and their 4 daughters, Cameron, Alana, Olivia, and Troy Marie. We are honoring him tonight with the presentation of the class ring. Will the ring recipients please stand? Place your ring on your finger, and will everyone in the room please join me in congratulating the students for their accomplishments. And we actually have another special guest who is here to congratulate the students as well. So welcome in Big Al. Thank you so much. This concludes tonight's ceremony. Hello, Big Al. Yes. This concludes tonight's ceremony, and we invite everyone to stay for a reception honoring the ring recipients. General event photos will be available on the Soup Store's Facebook page and Instagram, and Grab Images will be reaching out to the ring recipients individually for your photos. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Congratulations, and roll tide.